In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I created this animated GIF that is a representation of my Personal Myth project. The first step is to, of course, edit all of the photos that you need. For example, I wanted to blur this, so I went up to my filters and I did a variation of different blurs, and then I would save this each time. I would do a file, save a copy, save it as a JPEG. So you kind of have to have a plan in mind. The other thing is you want to make sure that all of your images are the same size. So to do that, I go up to the top, I go to image size, I make sure that they're the same resolution and they're the same exact width and height. I had to do that with several of my images. So whatever 3 images you're starting with or more, just make sure that they are all the same size. Then, of course, renaming them is also very helpful. Then the next step, if they're all in the same space, so that you can carefully organize them, I am going to go to File, Scripts, and load files into Stack. Scripts, load files into Stack. You'll then browse for those files. So I'm going to use, I know I want to use this blur one, I want to use this gray one. I have a couple journey images, a couple in the moment images, and I think I'm good. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to have all of those images in there. Okay, we're still in Photoshop, but we're doing something a little different here. We are going to create this animation. So if it's not showing, you have to do Window, Timeline. This will pull up your timeline. And then we actually want to select all these layers. So the next step would then be going to select all layers. And then we're going to hit Create Frame Animation. When we first look at this and see this, you're going to notice that almost every single picture is not viewable. You can only see one on the timeline. But if you look in your layers, because Photoshop works in layers, they're all there. Now before we start creating our animation, we kind of want to know where we want to start. For example, I don't want this blur picture to be first. I want the clear picture to be first. So I'm going to drag that to the top. And in order to do that, I need to deselect my layers. So I'm going to reorder them first. My bad. So I'm going to have this one, then I have the blur 2. I want to create that, then that blur, that's starting to blur. This is more of a blur. I have the journey brightness. Oop, nope. Moment bright. I wanted it to go bright first before blurring. So I'm going to drag that, and that should be my top one. Okay, I have everything in the order that I want. Then I go up, and I'm going to select all layers. Okay. So here we are. I'm about to start my animation. This will move really quickly. Again, it's very important that all of your layers are in the order that you want them to loop. So I'm going to start with this image. Then I'm going to create a new layer. So there's a plus here. I don't want that same image. So all I have to do is hide it. So this will be my second frame. Then I go ahead and click. Take that. There's my third frame. Then I go ahead and click. Oh, get rid of that one. Now, here's this one. Now, what I was kind of noticing here is this one kind of jumped right away into this. So, one thing I want to do is I think while I'm selected on this, I'm going to change the opacity of that one just a hair. Okay. So I'm turning that opacity of this image down just a little bit to kind of show some changes below it. And then I'm going to create a new layer, get rid of that one, and now I have this brightened layer. And then, you know what? I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to change the opacity of this layer. Now I should see, now I'm starting to see my other image below it, right? Great, fabulous. New layer, get rid of that guy. New layer, get rid of that guy. And new layer, get rid of that one. All right, so how many frames do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, pretty good. Now, we can preview it. Whoa, slow down, that's too quick. So what you'll need to do is make sure to change this. I'm going to change each of these to about half a second. I feel that that works pretty well. You can have, you know, certain ones go a little slower if you want. You know, maybe you want this transition to be a little faster, a little slower. Maybe you want the viewer's eyes to rest on this a little bit. I might have their eyes rest on the last one a little bit before it loops. You can change it to going, you know, because I'm sure you're all familiar with a GIF. You can have it just loop once. You can have it loop 3 times. I just keep it forever, and it'll just continuously loop. So I'm going to hit play. Yada, da, da, da. There it goes. Look at my little, okay, I like that. So if you've decided that this is what you like, we are then going to finish it off with a file, and we're going to export, save for web. Okay? Because as you know, a GIF is usually, you know, a web-based sort of animation. I'm going to go ahead and preview this. I don't even know if you can see this on my screen or how long this will take, but whoa, this is like crazy big. So we're going to actually see where it says 100%. I'm going to take that down. I'm going to take that down to about 25%. And when you preview that, that is going to hopefully be a much better size for you. Oh, much better. Fabulous. Okay. Then I'm going to save this, and I'm going to title this Personal Myth. Okay. I'm going to save that, and voila. You have your completed animation. While you're still in timeline view, you can go ahead and change things to different layers if you decide, but I think I'm pretty good with my animation. I think it's working well. Rock on, rock out. Can't wait to see your work.